Alright, so we all know the feeling of stepping off a plane after a long flight, right? You're tired, you're jet-lagged, and you can't help but think about the environmental impact of that trip. Well, what if I told you that the future of air travel might be a whole lot greener, quieter, and maybe even cheaper? The aviation industry is going through a massive shift right now, and electric aviation is emerging as the next big thing. We're talking about planes powered by batteries, not jet fuel. This isn't some sci-fi fantasy anymore, it's becoming a reality. In this video, we're going to break down this whole electric aviation race, look at the tech behind it, the challenges, and most importantly, who I think is going to come out on top. Before we get into the players and the tech, let's talk about why this whole electric aviation thing even matters. I mean, we've got planes, they get us places, so why change? Well, the current way we fly is just not sustainable. Aviation is a huge contributor to global emissions, and with air travel demand only going up, we need a more environmentally friendly solution. Electric planes have the potential to drastically reduce, if not eliminate, those emissions. We're talking about quieter skies, cleaner air, and a smaller carbon footprint for our travels. Plus, electric planes could be way cheaper to operate. Think about it, fuel is one of the biggest expenses for airlines, and with electricity, those costs could plummet. This means potentially lower fares for passengers, which is something I think we can all get behind. This is about more than just swapping out jet engines for batteries, it's about fundamentally changing the way we think about air travel. Okay, so we've talked about why electric aviation is a big deal, but now let's get into the companies that are actually building these futuristic planes. The race to dominate the electric skies is heating up, and several key players are emerging as front-runners. First up, we've got the heavyweights, the companies that have been building and selling planes for decades, Airbus and Boeing. These industry giants have a long history of innovation and are now turning their attention to electric aviation. Now, you might think that these giant corporations would be slow to adapt to new technologies, but they're actually investing heavily in electric aviation. They're pouring resources into research and development to ensure they stay ahead of the curve.
Airbus, for example, is working on a couple of different electric aircraft concepts, including the E-Fan-X, a hybrid electric demonstrator aircraft we developed with Rolls-Royce. This project aims to test and validate the technologies needed for future electric aircraft.
Boeing, on the other hand, is focusing on smaller electric aircraft, like their Autonomous Passenger Air Vehicle (PAV) prototype, which is designed for urban air mobility. This innovative approach could revolutionize how we think about short-distance travel in cities, which is designed for urban air mobility. Imagine a future where you can hop into an electric aircraft to avoid traffic and get across town in minutes. These companies have the resources, the experience, and the global reach to make a real impact in electric aviation. Their established infrastructure and expertise give them a significant advantage.
But they're not the only ones in the game. The landscape of electric aviation is also being shaped by a new wave of innovators. We're also seeing a ton of innovation coming from startups, companies that are nimble and can quickly adapt to new technologies, companies like Eviation, Lilium, and Joby Aviation. These startups are pushing the boundaries of what's possible in electric aviation.
Eviation, for example, made headlines with their all-electric passenger plane called Alice, which is designed to have a range of up to 650 miles. This could make regional air travel more sustainable and cost-effective.
Lilium is working on an electric vertical takeoff and landing (eVTOL) aircraft that looks like something straight out of Star Wars, with its sleek design and tilting rotors. This aircraft could change the way we think about urban transportation.
So it's a pretty diverse field, with established giants going head-to-head with ambitious startups. The competition is fierce and the stakes are high, but one thing is clear: the future of aviation is electric. Now, building an electric plane isn't as simple as just slapping some batteries onto an existing design. It requires a complete rethinking of how we approach aircraft engineering and design. There's a ton of incredible technology that goes into making these things fly. From the materials used to the intricate systems that manage power and propulsion, every aspect is meticulously engineered. First and foremost, let's talk batteries. These are the heart of any electric aircraft, providing the necessary power to get off the ground and stay in the air. Just like with electric cars, battery technology is absolutely crucial for electric aviation. But the demands are even higher because aircraft require more power and efficiency. We need batteries that are lightweight, energy-dense, and can charge quickly. This is a challenging combination to achieve, but it's essential for the viability of electric flight. Companies are experimenting with different battery chemistries like lithium-sulfur and solid-state batteries, which promise even higher energy densities than the lithium-ion batteries we use today. These advancements could revolutionize the industry. Higher energy density means more range for these aircraft, which is essential if we want to see electric planes flying longer distances. This could open up new routes and possibilities for air travel. Next up, let's talk about electric propulsion systems. These systems are what actually move the aircraft through the air, converting electrical energy into thrust. These are the motors and propellers that actually propel the aircraft through the air. They need to be incredibly efficient to make the most of the available battery power. Efficiency is key here, and companies are developing all sorts of innovative designs, from distributed electric propulsion systems, where multiple smaller motors power the plane, to superconducting motors that promise incredible power output. These innovations could lead to more reliable and powerful electric aircraft. These advancements in electric propulsion are not only making electric flight possible, but they're also opening up new possibilities for aircraft design, leading to quieter, more efficient, and potentially even safer aircraft. The future of aviation could be much quieter and more environmentally friendly, and we can't forget about the software and automation side of things. This technology is crucial for managing the complex systems within electric aircraft. Electric aircraft are heavily reliant on sophisticated software for things like battery management, flight control, and even autonomous flight. This software ensures that all systems work together seamlessly, providing a safe and efficient flight experience. Okay, so electric aviation sounds pretty amazing, right? Quieter flights, cleaner air, and maybe even cheaper fares, but it's not all smooth sailing. Like any emerging technology, electric aviation faces some serious challenges. As I mentioned earlier, battery technology is one of the biggest hurdles. While batteries are getting better and cheaper every year, they still can't match the energy density of jet fuel. This means that electric planes, for now, are limited in terms of range and payload capacity. We need significant breakthroughs in battery technology to enable electric planes to fly longer distances and carry more passengers. Another challenge is infrastructure. Our current aviation infrastructure is built around fossil fuels. We need to develop a whole new system for charging and maintaining electric aircraft. This means building charging stations at airports, figuring out how to integrate electric planes into existing air traffic control systems, and training a whole new generation of technicians and engineers. It's a massive undertaking, and it's going to require collaboration between governments, airlines, and manufacturers. And then there are the regulations. The aviation industry is one of the most heavily regulated industries in the world, and for good reason. Safety is paramount, and any new technology has to meet rigorous standards before it can take to the skies. So we've talked about the players, the tech, and the challenges. The landscape of electric aviation is evolving rapidly, with new innovations and breakthroughs happening almost every day. It's a thrilling time to be following this industry. Now let's get to the big question: who's going to win the electric aviation race? With so many companies vying for a piece of the pie, it's a highly competitive field. Each player brings something unique to the table, making it a fascinating race to watch. Well, I think it's important to remember that this isn't a winner-take-all scenario. The market is vast and varied, with different niches and needs that different companies can cater to. It's not just about who crosses the finish line first, but who can sustain and grow in this new era of aviation. Different companies are focusing on different segments of the market, and I think there's room for multiple winners. Some are targeting urban air mobility, while others are looking at regional flights or even long-haul travel. Each segment has its own set of challenges and opportunities. For short-haul flights, especially in the urban air mobility space, I think companies like Lilium, Joby Aviation, and maybe even Tesla, if they decide to enter the market, are well positioned to succeed. Their innovative designs and focus on efficiency make them strong contenders. Their focus on eVTOL aircraft, which can take off and land vertically, makes them ideal for navigating congested urban environments. This capability is crucial for reducing travel time and avoiding the hassles of traditional airports. Plus, the shorter ranges required for these types of flights play to the strengths of current battery technology. Advances in battery efficiency and charging infrastructure are making these short-haul electric flights more feasible and practical. For regional flights, covering distances of up to, say, 500 miles, companies like Eviation with their Alice aircraft and even Airbus with their hybrid electric concepts have a real shot at disrupting the market. These aircraft are designed to be more efficient and environmentally friendly, which is a big selling point. These planes could potentially connect smaller cities and towns that are currently underserved by traditional airlines, opening up new travel routes and possibilities. This could revolutionize regional travel, making it more accessible and convenient for many people. Now, when it comes to long-haul flights, the kind that can take you across continents, that's where things get really interesting. The challenges are greater, but so are the potential rewards. The ability to fly long distances on electric power would be a game changer for the industry. Battery technology isn't quite there yet to power fully electric planes over those distances. However, ongoing research and development in this area are promising. With advancements in energy density and new materials, we might see breakthroughs sooner than we think. So there you have it, a look at the electric aviation revolution that's taking off right now. We've covered the major players, the groundbreaking technology, the challenges ahead, and what the future might hold for this exciting industry. Now, I want to hear from you. Who do you think is best positioned to win the electric aviation race? Are you excited about the prospect of quieter, cleaner, and potentially cheaper air travel? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of aviation, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Thanks for watching.